Hello, my name is Maisie and today I'm going to be reading Yoyo and the World's Coolest T-Shirt. This story is about a little girl called Yoyo and her favourite super-powered T-shirt. This is Yoyo. Yoyo is the smallest kid in her year at school, but she has a secret weapon. She owns the world's coolest T-shirt. It was a gift for her birthday from Auntie May, her groovy great aunt who lives in New York City. Yoyo wears it to school for the first time on non-uniform day. That day, the T-shirt gives Yoyo superpowers. She aces her maths quiz in class, wins first place in her violin competition, scores the winning shot in basketball, and even beats her dad at video games. So, she wears her T-shirt as often as she can, under her school uniform, at the weekend, on the holidays. Yoyo argues with her mum whenever mum wants to wash it, and her little brother Kevin always watches. My teacher says washing our clothes uses lots of precious water. If we want to save the planet, we should only wash our clothes when they're really dirty. Mum, my T-shirt's really clean. Even Frosty the dog thinks it's too smelly. Ooh, poo-wee, yuck. Yoyo still loves to wear her T-shirt every day. As she grows up, the T-shirt starts getting tight across Yoyo's chest and under her arms. Mum thinks it's pointless to keep hold of the old T-shirt. It's time to put that T-shirt in the rubbish bin. No! Yoyo and Kevin shout. You can't put my super-powered T-shirt in the rubbish bin. Let me keep wearing it, please. Just one more month. My teacher says, to save the planet, we should never put clothes in the rubbish bin. When we grow out of them, we should give them to someone else to wear. Mum has had enough. Fine, one more month. She doesn't realise she's cut off Kevin, who was wondering if Yoyo could give her T-shirt to someone smaller, someone like him. Secretly, Kevin would love Yoyo's T-shirt. Yoyo continues to struggle into her T-shirt every day. One time, Grandpa sees Yoyo struggling to pull her sleeves over her shoulder. Grandpa is a very old traditional man. He loves to quote the Chinese philosopher Confucius. He says to himself, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Grandpa thinks Yoyo is overcomplicating the whole situation when there are much simpler and easy solutions to her problem. He shakes his head and waits to see if Yoyo figures out the solution by herself. 1 month later, Mum reminds Yoyo of their deal. Time's up. We just don't have room for clothes that don't fit. Mum wants Yoyo to throw her T-shirt away, but Yoyo still doesn't want to. Yoyo tries to hide the T-shirt from Mum. She tries to hide it under her bed, under Frosty's bed, inside Kevin's taekwondo bag, inside Grandpa's walker, but Mum finds it every time and puts it in the rubbish bin. And Kevin rescues it for Yoyo every time. Yoyo doesn't want to give up her T-shirt, even though it doesn't fit her anymore. On the weekend, Dad takes Yoyo and Kevin shopping in the hopes of finding Yoyo a new favourite T-shirt. They walk through the markets in Mongkok and Dad points out lots of colourful T-shirts as they pass by. How about getting a new super-powered T-shirt? I don't want a new T-shirt. New is boring. I want my old T-shirt. We have history victory! You're right, Yo-Yo. My teacher says making new clothes uses lots of water, energy and plants. If we want to save the planet, we should buy fewer clothes and wear what we have instead, Kevin says. On the way home, they pass Grandpa exercising in the park. He sees how upset Yo-Yo is and thinks to himself, everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. Grandpa means that it's unfortunate that only Yo-Yo and Kevin are able to appreciate and treasure her t-shirt. It's a beautiful thing that they cherish it so much, but Mum and Dad just don't see it. Days pass and Yo-Yo continues to wear her superpowered t-shirt. Then one day, as Yo-Yo struggles into her t-shirt, it rips under the arms. Rip! Mum sees this and says, "Okay, now admit it, that t-shirt has to go." "But can we fix it?" Kevin thinks to himself that this time it might finally be the chance for him to get Yo-Yo's t-shirt. Mum doesn't listen and tells Yo-Yo, "Find me one good reason why you should keep it." "Fine, I will!" Yo-Yo was really upset that her favourite t-shirt was broken. That night, when she goes to bed, Yo-Yo has a nightmare about life without her t-shirt. She doesn't get the top score in her maths quiz. She can't play violin at all. She sucks at basketball. She even loses to her dad at video games. Yo-Yo was so terrified by her nightmare that she woke up with a start. No! She sees Kevin in her room, helping her fix the t-shirt. "My teacher says to save the planet, we should look after our clothes and repair them if they break." So Kevin stitches up Yo-Yo's t-shirt and fixes the hole. That evening, Dad is helping Kevin with his homework. They need to make a tote bag out of an old t-shirt. So you cut off the sleeves and widen the neck to make the top of the bag. Then you cut the strips off the bottom to make the straps. Yo-Yo overhears them working on Kevin's homework and gets scared they are planning to use her t-shirt. "No way! Nobody's cutting up my t-shirt!" Yo-Yo shouts immediately. "My teacher says if our clothes are too small to keep wearing, we can also try upcycling them into new things," Kevin tries to suggest. Yo-Yo still feels uneasy about this idea. Her t-shirt is too precious to cut up. The next day, Yo-Yo goes to Grandpa. "Grandpa, I need your advice. I really want to keep my t-shirt." But Grandpa only says, "When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps." Yo-Yo hasn't got a clue what Grandpa is talking about. Later that day, Yo-Yo is coming home from school on the MTR with her friends. "So Mum says I have to give her one good reason why I should keep it, and Dad wants to chop it to pieces, and Grandpa says something about adjusting the action steps. I have no idea what he means." One of Yo-Yo's friends, Carson, says, "Maybe he means to keep your t-shirt but use it for something different. Like, what if we made it into a super kite?" "But what if it's so powerful it flies away?" Yo-Yo replies. Then Wilson suggests, "Hey, what about a super school flag? It could give the whole school superpowers." "Somehow, I don't think the principal will approve." Yo-Yo doesn't think this idea will work. Then Angela says, "My auntie's dog wears old t-shirts in winter to keep warm." Yo-Yo gives up and says, "But it's way too small for Frosty. Any other great ideas?" Yo-Yo imagines giving Frosty her t-shirt and thinks he'll just get it dirty. She and her friends imagine other pets with her t-shirt. The goldfish says, "Don't even try it." Carson remembers something. "My mum uses old t-shirts for dusting the house." No way! Yoyo and her friends agree that her super-powered t-shirt just can't be used as a cleaning rag. It's much too special to be used to clean the house. There must be a better solution. That evening, Yoyo disconsolately returns home. "I got an email from school today. They're having a clothing drive so they can sell the clothes for charity at the school fair on Saturday," Mum says. "Go and fetch all the clothes you don't wear anymore and put them in the bag. And Yoyo, make sure to include that t-shirt." Yoyo bursts into tears. "You could give it to someone you know instead," Kevin says quietly. "Yoyo, it's time to let it go," Dad says. And Grandpa can see how upset Yoyo is and says wisely, "We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression." He wants Yoyo to cheer up and not be paralysed by sadness. After hearing her family's advice, Yoyo sadly drops the t-shirt into the recycling bag to bring to school. That Saturday, Yoyo and her family and friends are all at the school fair. Yoyo is still conflicted about her t-shirt. Her friends see how miserable she is. "Let's see if we can find your t-shirt and then maybe we can buy it back." So Yoyo and her friends start searching through the piles and piles of clothes put out for the clothing sale. If you really can't find it, it's probably already been sold to someone else who will love and wear it just like you did. If it's still here at the end of the day, we will donate it to charity, who will give it to a child who really needs it. Either way, it will go to a good home. Yoyo feels disappointed and says, "Well, I guess so." The next day, it's Kevin's taekwondo competition. Yoyo and her family and friends go to support him. Wee-yah! Yeah! Wee-yah! Kevin does amazingly well in the competition. He punches, he kicks, yeah! He gets the black belt. His awesome kicks and punches win the competition. Yeah! Go Kevin! Woo! He did so well, Yoyo wonders how he did it. But how did you do it? Gosh! Kevin shows him the super-powered t-shirt underneath his taekwondo uniform. Whoa! Now why didn't I think of that? Grandpa says, you see, life isn't really that complicated when we keep things simple. Thanks, Grandpa. That evening, when Dad's helping Yoyo brush her hair, he asks, "You know why Kevin did so well today?" Yoyo isn't happy that Kevin has her t-shirt. She says, "Because he's wearing my t-shirt. Now he's got my superpowers." Maybe so, but sharing is powerful. And when we share what we love the most, we create something even bigger. Just wait and see. The next week, Yoyo gets the perfect score in her maths quiz, wins the championship of the violin competition, shoots every hoop in basketball, and she realises, hey, I've still got my superpowers, but now they're even stronger. Yoyo tells Kevin, "I'm so proud of you. You're the coolest dude in the school. And you look awesome in that t-shirt. I'm so glad I shared it with you. It's cool to share clothes. And we're helping the planet too. Yoyo and her family learned how powerful sharing clothes can be. It gives you superpowers. When you love and cherish your clothes, just like Yoyo and Kevin, you can make them last longer, spread joy to others, and even help the planet in the process. Do you have any clothes that you've loved for a very long time? How are you going to take better care of them?